Hi, welcome to this week's Monday Minutes. My name is Kelly.
And my name is Jessie, and this week we are going to talk to you about some password preferences that you have for both your staff and your patrons in the system. So Kelly's going to kick things off by showing us some of the system preferences and how those correlate with the patron categories so you can really customize and keep your passwords safe within the Koha system.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jessie. We'll head over to our system preferences, and I'm just going to put the word password because most of our password related system preferences have that word password in there. I'm going to scroll down a wee bit, focusing first on the OPAC preferences. So you have two password preferences for your patrons. OPAC password change to allow your patrons to be able to change their own password on the OPAC. Now, this would be the option once they're logged in. So I'm logged in as a patron, and then I have that option to change my password. And then the second one is OPAC reset password. So as a patron, I forgot my password, and this would allow me to be able to reset it using the email that the library has on file.
Now, Kelly, should we mention that if one of your libraries is using authentication, such as LDAP or SAML or SSO, this is one thing that you'll want to turn off. But we will talk about this when we get to patron categories, because in the last few years, the option has been set to make it so if you have, let's say, students or professors or faculty that use LDAP or authentication, but maybe you have a community user that doesn't, you can make those preferences and changes.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely correct. And I love that note in the system preference to kind of give you notice of that there is something also playing in the background of this system preference.
Excellent.
Under security, we have two: minimum password length. So this system preference will allow you to manage how little of a password can be set. You could, I think by default it's set to 4 in Koha, but libraries can make that as many numbers as they want. So if they want everyone to have a 10-digit password, they would put that, and then nobody could have a password less than that 10 digits. And then finally, require strong password. And this system preference came out a while ago, but as Jessie said, now we're bringing things over into the patron category so we can identify, I don't want everyone to have a strong password, but I do want these specific patron categories. So what this says is require or don't require a strong password for staff or patrons, which in Koha's terms is 1 digit, 1 lowercase, and 1 uppercase.
And if we remember that wonderful Monday Minute episodes where Evelyn came to join us and talk about just, keeping our system safe, this is one thing that we can do. If you do require that strong password, especially for staff, so if you have a category, patron category for staff, this is something that you can say require a strong password for them. That way, as they log into the staff interface, they have a stronger requirement.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's pop over to the patron categories, because we're going to see that a lot of these options can be customized by patron category. So let's pop into LibStaff, Jessie, and just see what those options look like per patron category. So if I scroll down, they're actually going to all live down here. And so you can see password reset in OPAC, password change in OPAC, minimum password length, and require strong password. So all 4 system preferences that we just previously talked about are also looking at patron category. Jess, you want to give these options?
Yep. So for password reset and OPAC, so this allows us now to say, follow the system preference, which we just looked at, allowed or not allowed. So this allows you, again, to customize how you want to do this. So again, if you just have that community patron where you want them to be able to do it, but then everybody else affected by SAML, LDAP, whatever you're using for single sign-on options, this would allow you to specify that.
Yep. So for that student or community member, you can say, I know I said the system preference that you're allowed to do this, but for this specific patron category, it is not allowed. So you can see I have those choices for all those.
Perfect.
And then minimum password can be change per patron category. So this is just the beginning, Jessie. In 2205, we're going to get another layer of security, which I'm super excited about. It's bug 29925, which will allow you to set an expiration date for those passwords. So to say, hey, it's been 60 days or 90 days or 120 days, it's time to change that password.
Oh, good. That's going to be great.
Yeah, it's really great to remind ourselves what our security, our passwords are set at, and maybe make some changes.
Also, Kelly, I think two-factor or multi-factor authentication is coming within some of our next upcoming releases with Koha, where you'll be able to set two-factor authentication, bug 28786. And then I think there's other dependencies, but we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
That's amazing. And, you know, I'm still on the high of coming back from KohaCon. We're really jazzed up about the community, and it's great to see we're pushing on through and getting excited for what's to come down the road. So this is great.
All right. Have a wonderful week.
Have a nice week. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.